Ba-ba-ba.
Sorry we missed last week, guys. Just a busy weekend with the holiday and everything.
It's
Lots of
not a
game shooting.
holiday, dude. We get it.
Yeah, alright, sorry. Dash the AFK real quick, too. Well, sorry about the journal notes there, guys. Spoiler. Anyways, session 55. Cracks in steel and smiles with Keith. The evening began with an unsettling discovery as Amiri put forth her weapon to the Founders with something terribly wrong. A massive crack now split the weapon from hilt to edge. After carefully examining the sword, Dizzy uncovered a startling truth. The blade had never simply been a weapon. It had been forged as a prison, and whatever ancient force lay trapped within was now struggling to break free. As preparations continued for the great hunt, the group settled into the hunting lodge. Dizzy quickly befriended Jamal, the leader of the hunters, who took an immediate liking to Morty and eagerly traded stories of past adventures, particularly the party's harrowing journey into the Darklands. Before long, an enthusiastic young squire named Timmel rushed over and proudly declared that he already knew all about the famous Founders, and he had like little notes about each and every one of you. The arrival of P-Tax's representative, Anna Mead Bellavara, shifted the atmosphere a little bit. While Willow predictably disappeared into the kitchen to oversee meals, Oak quietly positioned herself nearby to overhear conversations. Maya engaged Anna Mead in polite discussion, sharing tales of Brackenhold and Aldrich's leadership, while Aldrich himself attempted diplomacy with the rival sisters participating in the hunt. His efforts were politely but firmly rejected. They intended to compete against Brackenhold, not beside it. Conversations with Anna Mead proved to be a battle of a different kind. Every exchange carefully crafted to shift blame toward Brackenhold, despite King Iravetti's increasingly hostile actions. Beneath every pleasant smile hid subtle accusations and political manipulation, making it clear that P-Tax intended to control the narrative as much as the battlefield. She added that if they wished to press issues further, they should make something of themselves worth of an invitation to the Rushlight Festival held by King Iravetti. The group had also gathered valuable intelligence before the hunt. They learned that hydras regenerate unless their severed necks are cauterized with fire or acid, that Kruths, that's Krooth, are fearsome crocodile monitor lizard hybrids notorious for preying on other crocodilians, and that a green wyvern may also roam the hunting grounds. Before turning in for the night, Willow quietly prepared breakfast, packed lunches for the whole hunting party, and carefully crafting one meal to suit even Adamine's refined palate. With an early 3:30 a.m. wake-up awaiting them, the Founders retired knowing that tomorrow's hunt would test far more than their skill with blade and bow. Before the sun rose, the group made for the barge, and it crested the horizon at the banks of the hunting grounds. What beast would be their first target? You guys got a bunch of XP. We're going to start right as you guys are still on the barge, coming in here, tying off. You guys are free to discuss with the other hunters, yourselves, about what the plan might be. Nice. I don't know why it doesn't work on season shows.
Well,
I think I have a pretty high likelihood of being able to find the aquatic creature that we're going to hunt with this. So it might be a good thing to pursue first. But I
How
don't
do
know.
we plan on... Like, we're not going to fight it in the water. Right? That seems a very bad idea.
One of the hunters from the Enbath Lodge kind of hears your little bit. You're going upriver then? Jamal said to wait and let you all pick your first quarry. Generous gift of him. He's quite confident that we'll win still. If you're taking the river, we'll head up into the heartland.
Very kind of you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Why not?
Meanwhile, Ganymede points over to some rocks, and I said you guys had marked earlier, because initially they had talked about picking out some locations, but we're retconning just a little bit because it was getting late. But Ganymede points out to the rocks across the river, and she talks to her guards. And that spot there, it would be perfect, especially as sun starts to set. I'll be able to see all of the hunting ground there. She and her 3D guardians disembark and actually start also heading upriver.
Alright, well, if we're going, we should go soon. And no, I ain't fucking fighting it in the water. I don't swim. If I don't
Yeah,
have
I'm not
to.
giving you uppies in the water. It's a bad idea. Boat drown.
Figure it
Since
out.
I'm very
Go ahead.
proficient at hunting.
I think we've fought stuff in the water before. We can figure it out.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, did we bring Morty?
Yeah.
I think Morty will be a great help.
Oh, because you're taking in the conversation, a butterfly that's as big and kind of slowly like flaps and like lands on your head, sits there for a second or two, and then gets up, and you're like, in first thought, it's like, that's the biggest butterfly you've ever seen.
And I follow it? Clearly?
Well, she's dead.
Yep. That's how griffins attack. Or you butterflies there.
So what do you need from us, Diz? You got a bead on it?
I mean, I'll just cast the spell and start looking in the water for this thing.
You wanna move our token? Be in charge of that?
Yes, but
So these squares are 75-foot squares. So I'm reading the spell real quick. When you touch it, cast 1 minute within 500 feet, right? Is that what I'm reading?
it says the water has to have a surface area of at least 5. Wait,
Oh.
surface area, 1 square within 500 feet. So I could be 500 feet away from the water and cast this on that water.
Dang.
But then it says you can move up to a mile.
Yep, I'm reading it. Yep, the water source is crying through stasis flowing across it. Yeah, but
Right? Did I read that right?
I'm just reading the second time. I think you're good. Yeah. You touch water surface, and as the ripples spread out, so do your senses. You automatically know the location of any occupied flowing water with the surface area. You can pick any one of these streams to see or hear out of for the duration of the spell. Yeah, that thing. I mean, that's good. That's good. I like it. whole water scry. All right, Dizzy, is that what you're doing right here?
Yeah, just like hop off the barge and then I'll scry the water and sort of as quickly as I can move my scrying upriver.
Upriver, looking for signs of predators' passage and crocodilian and big.
Yep.
While Dizzy's doing that, what's everyone else doing? Oak's following a butterfly.
You say it so derogatory.
Oak's totally wasting our time. No, that's not. I think it's got an XRP.
Willow is kind of scouting the area, keeping an eye on any tracks that she may find or predators that she can see, because while he's focusing on, specifics in the water, there may be other predators lurking about.
Mai's gonna try and stay central to try and support everyone that's doing their thing and just trying to be mindful of the immediate surroundings around us.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Oak, just assuming she's gonna get herself into trouble.
All right. Dizzy, you scry, you moving east, looking for passage, and you notice a couple things. Give me a nature check as you peer out of the water here as the river, like a creek, kind of merges with the Gundren River. You see a strange discoloration in the water, almost like the Gundren River is rather clear, continuous flowing, coming off the tors of Lebanese. The creek here is greenish or brownish, and you can almost see like a foam, it's on top, and it's quickly dispersed as soon as it meets with the Gundren River, and it's gone. But as you kind of scry here, you notice that coming down off the creek there to the west. As you go a little further, right here at this tree line, you see and hear. You hear buzzing sounds, flies. You get a little closer, some carrion birds kind of like hop around what looks like a large elk, and a tremendous elk. A creature that must have been 8 feet at the shoulder, if not larger. Its horns are kind of broken and shattered as it looked like it was like thrashing on the ground or being, its whole body seems to be like split open, or its whole inside is just completely missing.
Is the like murky, discolored water, is that like suspicious to me? Like I should probably scry down the creek more.
It seems off-putting for a creek that could also flow out of the tors of Lebanese. Your first insight or instinct is that maybe something is like perhaps polluting the water, or water sources are mixing that shouldn't be mixing. Or there's a change in geography and there's a lot of dirt and it's causing an algae bloom on the water. There's a bunch of things, but it seems off. Your first instinct is something's wrong. Something's...
Yeah. I'd probably go that way then, instead of going down the main trunk.
So it's sustained for 10 minutes. You're 3-4 minutes into that as you kind of... Oak and Aldrich, Butterfly leads you guys a couple hundred feet this way, still inside of Dizzy. Each square is about 75 feet. Butterfly, you're just taking in its color each time the sunlight hits it, flapping, just a slow enough pace where you guys can walk kind of like, just walk briskly enough to keep up with it. And you guys hear a loud buzzing sound as a dragonfly that's about 2 feet across snatches up the butterfly, disappears in a puff of wings and powder, and dragonfly gone, and so is the butterfly.
That was some cute RP. I agreed, Paul.
I mean, now it's still RP. It's just not as cute as it was.
Okay. You were impressed by the butterfly. It was immense, perhaps the biggest you've seen. Now, you've seen some really big dragonflies flying overhead, like huge, but there's something even strange about this dragonfly that just ate this butterfly.
Can I see what I know about it? Roll a nature check for it?
Yeah, no initiative. Sure. DC was 20 for regular success. The fauna, your first two experiences with the insects and the fauna here is they're abnormally large. The butterfly was exceptionally beautiful and you know, almost the size of a small, you know, a frisbee almost, you know, and the dragonfly was exceptionally quick and ferocious and disintegrated that butterfly in an instant. And you're here hunting an abundance of apex predators. You remind yourself, oh, we're on a hunt. There's something with this area where there's super predators in a small area where only like one such thing should be here. So you've been here 5 minutes and you've seen even the smaller life forms seem to be affected.
Okay. Fun times.
Is it you? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm just wondering what could make everything so big. I guess that's just my inner thoughts. Like, go ahead.
Something in the water.
That murky brown.
Squares up the creek here, and you see some of these creatures that you've seen dead there on the edge. Looks like a small herd of maybe a half a dozen or so. Immense elk. I mean, again, you have to stay here and just gander at them because they're so massive. 8, 10, 12 feet at the shoulder. Horns that are 8 feet across, you know, 4, 5, 6 feet on each side, you know, immense creatures. Give me another nature check, actually. Oak, if you were there, you would have crushed it. Besides looking like great, magnificent elks, Dizzy, you don't really know much else about these things.
Aren't these the things that we just learned about in the last session that we said are
Couldn't hunt?
endangered and anybody we see killing them will be put to death?
Maybe the megalosauruses?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, they did get mentioned. I didn't know much lore I dropped. All right, been missed a week. So yes, these are kind of like an endangered almost species. Not many of them left in this particular region or area.
And you said they were dead?
No, they're alive, but he just seen one that was dead on the creek bed previously. Like,
Right, over here.
Like killed by A creature or like man?
He didn't get close. He's looking from the river.
Okay.
He's got limited time. So.
Yeah, I'll just keep heading along then as far as I can. But
You get to about here.
I am with Dizzy. I just want to make sure we.
He's scrying through the water. He hasn't moved,
Oh, okay.
as far as I understand. He's moving through the currents.
I'm with Dizzy and like still way down here by the boat.
Dizzy's basically just kneeling down and touching the river.
Okay.
And he has 10 minutes, and he can move along the streams and look and see and hear through the water.
I appreciate you being with me, though, so that something doesn't eat me while I'm outside of body.
Yes. You get to about this point, Dizzy. The foam and the algae and stuff growing, the bloom on the creek seems to get definitely more significant. It does disperse as it slowly flows down. But you also see a cluster of bears here. Looks like they're down at the river, and looks like a group of them are also like being territorial over a corpse or something. And a little closer inspection, it looks like there's a corpse of a massive bear, and the more bears are like circling around it, like there's a weird territorial wildlife thing. Like they're unsure if they should. Bears thrive on normal corpses, and looks like bears are trying to like defend it, or they're not sure if anyone should eat it. Like you see a big one, as any others as approach it seems to I don't know, almost like fight off the others. But they all seem very aggressive.
Is it stupid to try to want to go talk to him?
You certainly could. Just again, a reminder, Dizzy is seeing this stuff as he is scrying through.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit. Sorry. It's the Benadryl. I swear to God, it's the Benadryl.
Your descriptions are just so immersive. It's like we're there.
It's like we're right there.
Dizzy's thoughts on that are we probably could go around them and save some time, but
We are trusting. Oh, that's the wrong accent. That's the wrong character.
Continuing upriver, I'd say you got about 2 to 3 minutes left of your spell.
Yeah, I'll just keep going as far as I can.
Continuing upriver, there's like a steep crevasse that kind of like cuts through the earth and forms a narrow valley. The bottom of the ravine is about 20 feet below the cliff tops, kind of up above. Oh, the hiccups. You see a cascading waterfall at the end of the west side there. And it is obviously the source of the creek that's running through the ravine and coming towards the river, Gundren River. All along the shores are swaths of these huge dead plants that are bearing dozens of like watermelon-sized rotting fruits. And yeah, give me a nature check.
Really, I know what these are. Or what likes to eat them. Sad.
You're a bit far away. Remember, this hex is about 75 feet. You're kind of like looking vertical, like a fish would, kind of. You're not really able to like substantiate and go horizontal and investigate. It's hard to tell, but you don't recognize those fruits, those plants, not one bit.
They're unnatural.
Exotic. I think my last. If I have time, I'd want to scry up the waterfall so I can look horizontally, sort of out at all of this. maybe even towards the forest if I could, to get a different vantage point on what's going on over here. But
Moving up the waterfall and several dozens of feet off the cliff edge there, the water is crystal clear again, even clearer than the Gunjern River. It seems, you first, no roll made it. You immediately can tell that the water here is what you would expect out of a isolated mountain creek coming from, possibly from the Tours of Lebanese. Ultimately, you're a little far from that, but that's likely where it's coming from.
so I think this, like, whatever is going on with these plants, either it's the plants or something near the plants that's, like, leading to this weird pollution in the river.
You're certain that something down there with those giant rotting fruit is causing some sort of algae or bloom that's disturbing the water.
Gotcha. I will.
Looking south as far as you can, you can barely spot those herd of megalosauruses. You can even see little specks. You can see the ferry, and you can see some shapes of humanoids down there. You gotta be 1,000 feet away or so, something like that, right?
Yeah.
1,500 feet. So you can see some people. You're elevated enough, but you're over the trees, but not enough to really identify a lot of detail.
Gotcha.
Spell ends, and Dizzy comes to. By this time, 10 minutes, real quick. The hunters and the Eldori sisters have left. The sisters you overheard mentioned, we both have fucking swords, right? We can chop off heads. Let's look for a Hydra sister. And then you hear a big sigh from the Embath hunters.
As we just
Wyvern.
stand here.
Fucking wyvern. Great. Well, we all have bows. Let's go.
Willow's all fucking antsy, like she's looking around, but she looks like a tweaker right now, because, like, everyone's leaving, and all she sees is, like, we're in last place right now, I know it.
Like, the race begins. Brum, 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 start your engines! And your wizard's like, wait, let me pass it. We will
Have something in a book here somewhere.
But it's a head start, actually.
No, I know. For Willa, she's like...
So, Dizzy, you come to. You're there with your group. What do you share?
I'll share everything I saw. Sorry, I just lost my tab. Too many tabs open. The dead Megalosaurus over here, and the live ones over here, and then the pollution in the river, and I'll say that, like, there's something unnatural going on at the base of the waterfall that seems worth investigating. It's definitely could be a home to something that shouldn't belong here. And that's sort of like the crux of the hunt, right? Is we're exterminating things that don't belong.
Right.
So
Well, I think we only get points if we kill one of the things on the hunting repertoire, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Jamal speaks up. Of course, if you find anything else of equal threatening danger, bring it forward and we will see if it is deserving.
Oh, fuck. Alright, let's go.
I didn't see anything specific, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's some great beast there. And we know there is an aquatic creature around that they want us to hunt, so. Did anyone find anything while I was scrying the water?
There's some big ass bugs.
Gross.
Fortunately, nothing tried to eat you while you were scrying.
Did you mention that you saw Faye?
I saw Faye. Did I miss that?
Maybe I misheard. I thought Obi said that you saw Faye.
No, no, Faye.
The heck? Could have swore he did. Would have been really useful.
You're seeing things. Is it the Fae, or are you just seeing things? Who knows?
I don't know. I'm still on drink 1, so I don't know what to blame here.
They're playing tricks on you. Yeah, I guess my recommendation would be we head straight to the base of the waterfall, avoiding the bears.
How far away has Oak and Aldrich gotten from us?
We would have caught back up with you guys by now.
Alright. Alright. Well, Dizzy, you lead the way. I mean,
It looks like there's pretty much a path here.
Oh! You guys are going that way.
we're not allowed?
No. Sorry, I was zoomed out or on the journal page there. So
We're gonna go on the water.
you guys are heading into the heartlands of the hunting ground. And again, there's a little display I described about the butterflies, the insects. All of the fauna here just seems more predatorial. There's a ferocity to them. Even like you see a pair of squirrels, like they're 2 feet long a piece, and their hair is all ruffled up, and they're like in a scrap up in the top of the branches.
Keeping an eye out for anything and everything, any danger that might be. Well, we're hunting something, making sure we're not being hunted.
What is everyone's exploration activity right now?
I will be kind of taking point, but not at the same time, I guess, if that makes sense.
Your scout.
Scout and, there it is. I have them active. Scout and avoid notice.
There's like track. There's detect magic. You can be defending.
I don't know if there's a more flavorful one for like look. I'd be basically keeping an eye out for like tracks of anything that was described that we're supposed to be hunting.
And then everyone drag that onto yourself.
Is it
I don't know
track
if I can
actually?
just-
I don't know.
No.
Track. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. That would be what I'm doing then.
Mine's basically going to look for magical tracks or remnants of magic or some sort of any kind of psychic resonance, emotional trails, anything that looks like it might be something that would, I don't know. I'm not really expecting any of that stuff here, but
Dizzy, if you're going to track, give me a survival check before you roll. I'm going to say the DC here is very difficult. You're looking for something that might be... It's going to be very hard to find. DC is 30. 33. Something you find caked in mud. This is probably weeks old, barely still visible. A boot heel.
Is it? Can I tell which way it's going?
Same way you're going.
I guess
Remember, specifically, the Embath Traveler said that their hunters tracked barely along the river, identified that there were more predators here. They found someone that was dying from someone that lived in the area, and then they fled. So they didn't even come this far.
So this is a new boot print that we aren't aware of anyone who would have been here.
Correct. And it was new. I mean, it's still at least 2-3 weeks old. It's just perfectly dried and caked.
Yeah, new meaning new person to us, not like
Yes.
fresh. But yeah, okay. I'll point it out. I'll be like, someone was here not too long ago, but it looks like they're headed in this. They were headed in this direction.
You get to about right there, and again, I need a perception check. DC is 28.
Just is. Oh, because he's doing tracks.
Got the glitter dice. Oh, it's everyone can roll, not just Dizzy.
Hopefully, one of you is more perceptive than me.
Um. Nope. Wanted to be a 20 so bad.
Oh, one of you made it. Aldrich. As you guys continue, take another few steps, groups. You pause because you hear like an echo of a scream. It seems to like just come off the ravine. It was feminine. It was primal, and it sounded like a lady fighting for her life. And it was south of you.
I'll tell the others.
You don't think it's the Eldori sisters, do you?
Would I be able to tell?
Much to your dismay, you've never heard them scream like that.
I'm betting it's not Anna, and I don't remember any other women.
They went north, though, right? Listen, you lead the way if you think someone's in danger.
We
That
heard it
trumps
to
a,
the south of us, but it was bouncing off the ridge.
someone in danger trumps a hunt.
You get up to the tree line, you pause again, listen close. The trees grow immensely tall, thick, and close to each other. Moving through here is much slower than taking a path. But as you guys get a little closer, you hear grunts, female grunts. You hear the sound of like a creature like hiss. You hear like thrashing of branches and like a tree snap, and you hear, "Get up! Get up!" It sounds like the sounds of combat is going on.
Sounds like there's two of them, at least. Well, if it is the twins, the sisters, I mean, the lives of our allies definitely trumps potential downtime in the competition.
So I'm listening. Just gonna go get a drink real quick.
I would agree with you, Eldrick. Plus, I don't think anyone else is hunting our quarry at the moment.
I don't think that Lord Varn could do if he lost either of them, because if he lost one, he essentially would lose them both.
I agree.
Alright, we move in, but She needs to ask for help.
Can I check to see if there's any wildlife that maybe knows what's going on, like a bird that's flown by? Check and see if they've seen what's going on, if it's the twins. And on that note, I'll be right back. I gotta go get my steroids.
Do it.
Those people over there, they're crazy, Papa. The hill and through the woods.
But yeah, essentially we're moving in to investigate, and Willow doesn't really want to jump into action until she kind of gets the okay, because based on the conversation that was had, it seems like we may affect our truce with them if we make it seem like we're just trying to steal if they don't actually need help.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, it sounded like one was potentially dying. So, they definitely know.
You guys move. You said tactically. Are you guys not running through the bushes, or are you moving as fast as you can to get there?
Oh, post haste.
Okay. Moving through the bushes, boom, boom, fast as you guys can, hopping over logs. Again, the trees grow immensely tall and thick and very close together here, so moving through them quickly is still slow. Let me get you guys deposited here. As you guys come bursting into the trees, you see one of the sisters is down. Looks alive and trying to like get up from being like thrown to the ground, possibly prone. The other one has pulled away in some distance and is fumbling with looks like an alchemist fire or something, trying to prepare it to do something to this creature. But as you guys come into the tree line, raising nearly 20 feet high, 6 heads roaring and hissing in immense colorful blue, reds, and blacks, this hydra leers around, and you can see slash wounds. You see a stump of a head that's already been severed, and you can see it splitting in two, and 2 more heads are growing up where it was already cut off. You can see a head has been cut off, and you see like a burn marks all over the creature's body, and like it's healing and regrowing as fast as they can cut them off and burn. For oh, wait a minute, this isn't a combat.
Ooh, new map. Map me, bro.
All right, roll for initiative, suckers.
I need to be on a scene
Oh, yeah.
with the token, or put my token on the scene if we're doing that.
I mean, I thought I
There we go.
Oh.
Perfect.
Do we get an initiative bonus because of scouting, or?
Yeah.
No, I didn't have that on me. Couldn't drag it on me earlier when you said that, Kansas, because I didn't particularly.
You had to drag it onto your character sheet because you were.
No, I didn't even do that. Also, you're muted.
Oh.
Mine?
It didn't transfer over to this map anyway, so even if you had carried it onto yourself accordingly over there, it didn't transfer over here.
Gotcha.
We all get the +1 anyways, right?
It's
So
2.
it should be.
It's +2.
Oh.
So, yes, everyone's initiative should be 2 higher than.
All right, Oak. I know she was AFK.
No, I'm here. I'm good.
Okay.
Jesus, the
The
music
first-
got so serious.
Hey. Sorry.
We need
First
to RP
order
to
of
ask.
business.
Corrupted Force seems good.
And I am going to cast.
Kind of next to her and won't stop fucking healing and regrowing more heads.
And I'm going to cast Slow on it, and that's going to be. Sorry, the cat knocked something off Matt's desk, and it's been chaos over here ever since.
Yes. So the phrase I've had all week is, "Life could
Oh.
be boring."
It's a 15, so 32. I succeed, so I'm slowed for 1 round, though. It's still a bummer. Moving slow. Beginning counter. July is up. Oh, thank fucking God you're here. You guys have fire, right? She moves here. And then uses an action to pulls a potion out and basically gives it to Adina. Maya, you're up.
So you said it had some scorch marks. How many? I'm guessing it needs some fire.
Give me
Maya,
recall knowledge
Yeah.
on this. Here.
I can. What? And I would. I'll spend an action on that. Would that be Arcana?
Yeah, sure. Boom.
And I'm basically trying to see how it interacts with with fire, and I intend to cast fireball on it, basically.
Yeah, it doesn't like fire at all. Very vulnerable to fire. Not vulnerable, but the regeneration is stopped only after it takes fire or acid damage. Hydra has regeneration equal to 3 times the number of head it has. If Hydra's body is missing any heads and the remaining stumps have not been cauterized, the Hydra can attempt a fortitude save and it regains hit points after it regains hit points from regeneration. On a success, one uncauterized stump regrows 2 heads.
Okay.
A critical success,
And-
2 uncauterized stumps regrows.
And basically, I'm assuming fire only stops the regeneration for 1 round.
Yes, each round where it did not take fire damage.
Is it missing any heads right now?
No. In fact, it has 6 heads right now, and you can see a severed stump regrowing into 2 more.
So I wouldn't be able to stop the 1 severed head, even if I were to try and use fire right now.
Here, I'm going to link this.
I'm just, basically saying though, if I were to cast fire on it, it doesn't have any severed heads because the 2 are already regrown. All right, plan B. I will,
So you can
cast
choose to
Revealing
kill
Light.
reduce its heads and regeneration, you know.
Yeah, but it's not gonna I mean, it's gonna regenerate anyways, unless. What I'm saying is, if I use fire before we sever heads, it's not the same. Or do I feel like if I use fire on it and stop the regeneration, then we sever heads, they would actually cauterize after the fact?
No, it looks like it's actually different than trolls. This thing has regeneration as long as it has heads. It does, like, taking fire or acid doesn't stop it from regenerating. But the heads, killing a head, the creature can prevent it from regrowing its head by dealing acid or fire damage to the stump. So if you can target a head, do 15 points of damage to it, you cut a head off. And then you have a stump, and if you cauterize that stump, which the girls have done here, they've cauterized one stump, with fire or acid damage, it won't regrow. So you can just kill a Hydra, I feel like. Like, kill the body, ignore the heads. Or you can try to kill the head.
It's just harder, yeah. I'll save my fire for right now. I'm gonna try and I'm gonna cast Revealing Light on it.
Nice. It's not a good number. Fail. 1 minute.
So a pillar of light kind of comes down and collects onto the heads itself to try and shimmer on some light in its eyes and in its face to try distract it while it's taking actions. And that will be my turn. So I used recall knowledge.
Well, he only has 2 actions, so he's just going to move 25 feet.
Should me and Dizzy be ahead of that thing since we didn't get our +2 initiative?
Oh, well, why don't you have your +2?
Because we lost the
When you
+2.
see.
Yell out of Kansas.
Boom. Aldrich, you're up.
Aldrich will, of course, rage.
That's what you guys are saying to this Hydra.
Instead of moving once, I'll actually sudden charge with my last 2 actions.
No
Can we attack on this thing?
Wife says you can hear my my little dude in the background saying no problem.
Oh yes, again.
And I was like, that's what you guys are saying.
I can't really making out what he's saying, but
Weakness. That's what I got.
Override in on Morty. 5 more feet. And then my first action, I will target one of the heads and I'll use this thing which I haven't used before. None of the heads are looking injured right now, or?
You know, I'm a noob. Oh, sorry, Dizzy. I'm like, how they have the Hydra set up? I'm like, how am I supposed to track its regeneration? And how many heads it has? He has a buff. Hydra heads. I just left click and right click to do it. Never mind.
Nice. It is confusing. I remember the Hydra and Abomination Vaults running that encounter is hard.
He's already critically succeeded, and as you guys are coming in start a combat, he just went from 6 to 8 heads. And 1 head had previously been severed and cauterized. So right now he has 8 very fresh heads.
Gotcha. I don't actually see how to use this, but I want to blow this Horn of Blasting at targeting one of the heads. So I guess I'll just target and possible the damage. You can make a saving throw.
Undestructible. One creature. Oh, all right.
The once per round. Target one creature within 30 feet.
I know where the thing says each creature attempts, but it's you target one creature.
Yeah, the success, the creature.
You rolled 8d6.
No. There's a
Whoa.
there's a 1 action once per round one, and then there's a 2 action
Usually.
once per day one. I used the 1 action one.
8 points of damage. So again, here's the head regrowth. You can target one of the heads and you do 15 points of damage to it. Now, a head that is not completely severed returns to full hit points at the end of any creature's turn.
Yeah.
You can retract that action if you wanted to.
No, I think.
And then immune to area damage.
Yeah.
Immune to area damage.
The heads.
And then I'm gonna use my last 2 actions.
That makes sense.
Attack it with acid splash on that one head, targeting that one head.
Oh, nice little combo.
Does that math?
That's exactly 15.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Right, 8. Oh no, it's a little more. A little sprinkle more.
Yeah,
7.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then the splash damage
18,
is only
yeah.
the area damage, right? I don't see the area trait on this.
Oh.
I think I picked one of the
Oh, we
heads.
still gave him the area damage anyways.
Oh, that's because I have to. It doesn't. The head. Yeah, sorry.
And my turn. Am I understanding it correctly that would deal with one of the
Separate
heads?
one of the heads.
Yep, I just went from 8 to 7.
Alright.
Yeah, it says if you actually deal damage with the yeah. If the attack that severs the head deals fire or acid, it cauterizes instantly.
Perfect.
Aldrich, attack of opportunity. That's slow, Oak. You don't know how much damage you just prevented.
I will be targeting whatever the lowest health head is.
Cleanly severed, bringing it to 6. Now that was right after its turn, so it won't regrow that head until the start of its next turn. But in response, as you just chop off one of its head, it's going to bite the hell out of you with its biggest, most strongest jaws attack here. So good? That's good. 20 points of damage.
Did it roll for the dazzled, or does it not affect the heads?
It's very smart. Let me see here. It didn't seem to roll for dazzle. But I'm wondering if because it has 2 things. It has imprecise scent, and then it also has all-around vision. I mean, I can see the revealing light only blinding some of the heads and not all of them.
It does say if
Only-
vision is your only precise sense. That is when dazzled affects you.
10-foot burst is not huge though either. It is 10-foot burst. What, 20 foot across?
Alright, I'll figure it out. It succeeds. I didn't mean to roll the other.
Fine.
Adina is prone. I don't remember. Standing up does not provoke, right? She's not gonna worry about it. She needs to get up. She's fucking up.
It does, but because there's a feat that lets you the kip up action, which
Yep. Okay. So she's actually learned already because this is why she's in the where she is. So you actually notice Aldrich, and you know Adina to be a very tactical warrior, and like you see her like try to fight from the ground as she goes to stand, like two of the heads immediately like whip in her direction, and she like instead like kind of rolls closer to the belly and just kind of like attacks from the ground. She did get healed. It was for 17, so she's at 32 hit points now. Yeah.
clawing at this thing's ankles with her sword.
She just flails. I mean, this is a moment of life and death for her. I mean, she was down just not that long ago. Willow, you're up.
Great. Okay, the girls are up there. Alright. Willow will move. Where is the actual circle? Okay, so I'm still out of range. So I have to move. Which one was down? She was?
Yeah, she's very wounded. She's prone right now.
She got the wounded mark on her.
Well, then I will just 5-foot step. As my second action.
You, with that teeny bit of movement,
I can tumble. Probably
the
should do
Hydra goes to attack. You can tumble, does not provoke, right?
Because I have things. I don't know what they are, but I have them. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Do your worst. Ah! I was kidding.
I know I missed. I rolled a
Okay.
2.
It sounded bad. I looked away and I was looking at my skills and I was like, fuck, I was kidding. Don't do your worst. Alright.
Rolled a 2.
Plus 23 to hit on its main attack.
And then she's gonna stab it with a fire fork. Well, I'm like, where's my actions?
Targeting the body or the head?
Head. It should be off guard because Aldrich's in melee. They're in melee.
I see its AC scratched from 29 to 22. Tumble behind.
I didn't tumble. I just stepped up. So that's my turn.
Dang.
Head down and burned.
She is invisible to me.
Under its glow.
She has the undetected, like I can't see her token on the board.
So top of the round, Oak.
Oak is going to cast haste on Aldrich.
Bruh.
Someone's been reading her caster book.
Oh yeah.
And I think I'm just gonna call it there. I think it's the end of my turn.
Into haste. Jalaya targets the Hydra and just you head regrowing snake dragon thing. Does a Jesus? These things cannot. She's having such a bad day. They both are.
That's why they're in that situation.
6 misses in a row.
And that would
Some
be
of
why
those misses are.
that's why they were yelling, and we're here because obviously they needed some help.
Maya, you're up.
Maya will delay until after Dizzy.
Aldrich, you're up.
Or, yeah.
Okay. Ulrich will vicious swing. I will use my hero point.
Willow may use opportune backstab.
Attacking whatever head is lowest, I suppose.
I mean, they only have 15 hit points. You've that cut off a head cleanly. There are 4 heads remaining. Only one of which has been cauterized from Willow's strike because it did fire.
No, Dizzy did acid.
Dizzy does acid, yeah.
Oh yeah. It did the acid. You're not coming through.
Sorry, I'm trying not to be a thing. But yes. Dizzy took one out in one round with acid, and then I took one in one round with fire.
One action left with my haste. I already at a -10 now. So I think I will attempt to demoralize this thing. Using intimidating roar.
Which head you looking at?
Whichever one. I mean, I'll target his body with my intimidation. I have intimidating prowess, and I don't think I've ever actually used this correctly. Situations where you can physically menace the target when you coerce or demoralize, you get a +1. Does that automatically calculate in, or do I need to add that one?
No, I think it's probably roll an intimidation. Try to demoralize him. Let's see.
I think I've always just assumed it just adds it.
Grr. See any bonuses? I just see master and then charisma, so I see 16.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I doubt that would get me up to critical, but that's good to know for the future.
Well, so it's gonna be Dizzy's turn.
Yep.
Few questions. One, there's one head that's decapitated but not cauterized right now, right?
2.
Oh,
There were
okay.
8 heads when you guys got here. Willow cut one off and cauterized it with fire. You burnt one with acid. 2 others have been cut off by Aldrich that have not been dealt with.
Gotcha.
So there's 4 heads remaining right now.
And then follow-up question: how dying is Adina looking? Is she like she could take a bite, or
A bite might drop her. She might survive. She has. I actually said she has 32 hit points. I said it earlier.
like I said? Okay, I will go for the sealing one of the heads then. First, I'll raise my shield. I will wince in pain as I cast a spell in this thing's face. Acid Splash, targeting one of the heads that's decapitated.
It comes down, hits this creature. You did. You hit it. Yeah, perfectly. You don't even have to do damage. It just has to be takes damage from fire or acid, cauterizes the head. And as the splash erupts, another snakehead is coming down through the watery explosion and bites onto you.
Yes.
A shield block. 23 points of damage.
Do I have shield block?
I don't know. It says Dizzy may use shield block.
Oh, I do have shield block.
I'm assuming you do.
I think you
For some-
raised your shield right before you cast a spell, didn't you?
Yeah, but for some reason I didn't. I guess I've never actually blocked an attack with a shield. Maybe.
Damage for 14 points.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah, fuck it. Reaction.
It's on my character sheet, so I do have it. I just didn't know that. I didn't remember that.
Fix it, and like better shields. I don't know. It's a good thing.
And then I'm gonna command Morty to. Is it a bad idea to chop off more heads? I think it is, right?
I could still go after you.
But they double.
So it does.
Or only one can double.
If he makes a fortitude save for each severed head when he regains hit points at the start of his turn, on a success he gets 1 head back. On a critical success he gets 2.
Morty will just start. He'll go for some heads, I guess.
So area effects look like they don't deal damage, but area effects covering the Hydra's does cauterize wounds. So
Does damage, but to kill a head, you basically have to target a head with like a single target attack, like slashing, something like that. It has weakness to slashing. Single target the head, and the head takes the damage, but then the Hydra loses a lot of its regeneration for each head missing.
Morty hit 2 more heads off, it looks like.
I misplayed these actually. I remember when you guys fought the ones in the water or in the Abomination Vaults. They're more complicated than I thought, and I don't think they had the buff here, which helps so much.
Yeah. I think you also let me cauterize all of them with the Alchemist Fire or something.
Yeah.
but you can. Effects that deal splash damage or area effects covering the whole space cauterize all stumps.
Oh,
If
okay.
they deal acid or fire. In the script is what it's
I
saying.
Okay.
Okay, cover the whole
Anyway.
area. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, so you can still fireball to cauterize wounds. It just won't deal no damage.
Wait, actually, Morty only gets one of those attacks because I didn't command him. That was just his free action because I raised my shield instead.
Oh yeah, but effects that deal splash or effects that target large most times. Yeah.
I had to read it a few times.
There's a lot. There's 2 things. There's the head regrowth and head Hydra regeneration.
Yeah, I had to read that a few times. So you
One.
still have 2 heads that are
Well, Aldrich hit one and cut it off, and then
Yep.
Morty just took one off.
Oh, Morty targeted the head. I didn't catch that. I thought he hit the body.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, you went for the
So
head, sorry.
2 heads need to be cauterized
Yep.
before its turn.
Then the Hydra don't.
Maya will cast Fireball. She's going to try and detonate the Fireball with some elevation so that it doesn't actually affect the shorter people, just the taller Hydra.
Okay. Post it. And then roll reflex. Ball streaks out from Maya's hands and just detonates in the sky, covering many of the Hydra's heads. Oh, looks like everyone needs to roll that.
Yes, again, I'm going to try and place it so the 20-foot burst is kind of coming down onto some of the heads of the Hydra. I guess
I can roll a reflex save if you want, since I'm on Morty's back.
It's we're in a little gray area. How about Morty?
Sure.
Roll me a reflex saving throw. Yeah, Scorching Ray would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, Scorching Ray would involve hitting
20.
AC, which is not pretty awesome.
Morty, because Morty makes, I'm not gonna have him take damage. He's gonna skirt basically the explosion there, the little evasion effect. Is he in the blast radius or is he not?
And again, the intent was to try and put it with an elevation of maybe like 25 feet, so that it just dips down and catches some of the tops of the Hydra.
Like that, yeah. No, I know Morty's just a big guy. He's
I can roll damage if you think
Yeah, I need you to roll damage.
it's relevant. I mean, well, the Hydra's not going to take any.
Well, no, you're not targeting the head. An AoE or splash damage, big enough.
No, it's immunity area damage.
The heads are immune to area damage if you target.
Oh, you're right. I misread that. Thanks.
I got you, dude.
Okay.
I don't see
I read that wrong. I read that wrong.
He's engulfed in flame, but he doesn't take damage. Because I only want to cauterize heads.
True, but I was trying to detonate it up quite a bit too. Yeah.
I'm with you. I think the Hydra takes damage here. And actually, he critically failed. I rolled a 2. He critically failed. Points of fire damage, and then all the heads be cauterized. With only 3 heads.
Second action. Don't know. I'm too far away from things.
Taking a move.
Taking a move.
Brings us to the Hydra. He regains 9 hit points.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Frighten should end. I don't know why auto frighten. He's going to use, which is way less scary now, he's going to use Storm of Jaws. He can make a number of strike attacks equal to the number of heads he has. Everyone within 10 feet.
Ooh.
He also has a number of reactions, extra reactions equal to the number of heads he has.
Oh, that was a bad assumption of mine to think that he used his reaction so he couldn't attack somebody else.
The
Oh, that's a
wounded
bad sound.
Trone slight she takes 46 points of damage, and she is dead and dying on the floor.
Oh my
July
god.
screams once a. It's the same scream. You recognize it now, and you think it was possibly the first time that Adina went down. And the heads just kind of do a circle, counterclockwise. Attack penalty does not go up until after all the heads have attacked.
Oh. The flat check too still.
Oh, yeah.
For RP purposes, Adina just is
Adina's
too bad,
dead.
but
Yeah.
matter of fact, she's in one of the jaws, just getting chewed on right now, up in the air.
Chew toy.
We'll flash check Willow here real quick. Got it. Got you with a 4. 2d6 plus 15, 19 points of damage, Willow. He's out of attacks due to heads being all severed. Has 1 action left, and we'll make it at Dizzy here. With a minimum attack bonus plus 13. 19.
Jeez.
And snap at all of you guys, both the Aldori sisters, Willow and Dizzy. Bites.
How many heads does it have left?
3.
It's got 3 heads.
Yes. So it used an ability that made it attack with all of its heads, and then it made its last act, which is two actions, called Star Joust. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, so it's done.
Yeah, it is. Willow seeing the sister go down is, I mean, she's not excited about this. She's like pretty pissed off. You guys have seen her get all angry before. She basically goes into like her little feral murder mode. Screaming and swearing, and she's gonna try to take all 3 heads out. Wish me luck.
Sounds like a good start.
Zan.
Luck wished.
Fuck yeah.
You don't need luck.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe
I
you
was
do.
about to say you were almost 2 rules on your way to getting free pizza for everybody.
You targeting heads?
Yeah, I'm targeting heads.
Yep, one's permanently just cauterized, and a second one's going to be 1 head remains on this Hydra.
I missed. Let me double check my thing here. I think it's only saving throws and skill checks. I don't think it's attacks. Yes. Alright. That's my turn. The other one is just out of reach.
Hydra is still, the body is still very strong and very much alive, but 1 head remains. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Man, there's no heads to cauterize.
I don't know how to do this.
Well, we're all gonna die, so there's that.
Someone's been reading her book.
Not the whole book.
The book
Yeah,
is
if you
just
click
like dirt.
cast, I think it gives you some options to put the template down.
Yeah, no, I meant like, can I do this like the same way that Maya did it? Like bursting high up in the air?
Yes, absolutely. So all the heads are currently cauterized except for 1, and that's the only head it has remaining with a face and a bitey maw on it.
Oh, fuck
A
it.
fireball would basically do mostly damage, and you can't cut a head off with a fireball. You can damage the body, and it won't like fireballs at all.
Okay, I'm canceling that, and I would instead like to cast a splash to the 1 head. Well,
Or do you?
There you go.
You just hero point that?
You did.
get it done.
Trip. Roll some dash.
YOLO.
Acid burns the head all along its body. Its face, but you can already see the skin and scale stitching itself back together. You have 1 action left.
I think I'm gonna call it there.
Aya looks to her fallen sister. She checks like the back. Seems to be possibly doesn't have what's in there to help her, and instead she also gets anger in her eyes, and she targets that 1 head and tries to sever it. Come on, show up for your sister. Show up for your sister. What?
You know.
Oh no! That was a natural 20. Almost 3 critical misses. All right, Aldrich.
Not representing
One
the
head.
Eldori's.
These 2
Full
sisters that utterly dismantled you, not but 3-4 months ago. you're watching them falter and fail here, and you're not sure if it's emotional or what, but
The Hydra has one head remaining. Is that
one.
correct? Does the Hydra die after we cut all the heads?
You know, it
Yes, sir.
doesn't really say that, but I think it has to if they're all cauterized.
Gotcha.
You can't just wander around with a headless body. I mean, does you want to weigh in on that? Can we go make a headless Hydra?
That's how we tame it. And then
I think it would
grow its
be
heads back.
still alive until the head is cauterized. Was that the question?
Yeah, if it has all of its, if it's the body's very much alive, but all the heads are cauterized,
Then I think it's effectively dead.
it's dead, right? It's not just gonna wander around. It's not fucking cauterized
That's
stump.
insane.
It's not going to do much. If it does.
It's not hissing at anybody, that's for sure.
No, it's not going to eat very well. Oh, slam down.
The head.
That head is prone.
No, I'm actually gonna do it on the body. I'm gonna knock the whole thing onto the ground. Just in a rage after seeing the,
Oh,
Dina go
hit.
down and stuff.
Deal damage and then give me an athletics check. Willow may use opportune backstab.
Finish it.
Hydra bodies kind of crumples underneath the weight. It lies sideways there, cauterized heads and stumps. One flailing, biting maw still remains. Way less dangerous of an adversary than when you guys got here. You got one left, Aldrich?
I do.
Slam down was just two, right?
Yep.
And he's hasted.
And you're hasted.
Oh, I am still hasted?
It lasts.
Yeah, 1 minute. 10
Missed
turns.
that. Last turn. We have memes flowing. How's our memes channel going? What? What the heck?
Memes.
Minus 10. Do have one more action. I guess I'll try and demoralize it again.
We need meme wars going on at all times. I need to log in and see 100 meme posts as you guys talk about.
Doesn't
Moralizing?
The GIF thing on Discord hasn't been working for me. Otherwise, I would have posted some GIFs.
So you did slam down, and then you.
I tried to attack at a minus 10.
Yeah, no, you can't. You don't have any actions left to demoralize. You use slam down, which is 2.
Yeah, I have haste.
Oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. Yeah, it works. It's scared as fuck. Dizzy, you're up.
Does this thing have any heads left that aren't cauterized?
Well, did Aldrich's carving up the body, right?
Yeah.
I thought he took out the head. And couldn't
I
I have
thought
just
you
killed
took
the
out the
head?
head.
I just.
He's
I
I
just
just-
slammed down on the body to knock it prone.
So,
You
opportune
take your
attack, I
opportunity
could have targeted the head, right?
Yeah, did you? That's what I was
That
sure
was,
about.
yes, that was what my plan would have been, because I used fire.
So then, yes. The last head. I missed that entirely. I didn't know. I thought you were also targeting the body. I'm like, they got
No.
one head left. This kill. Okay.
No, I would have went for the
Um,
head. Yes, that was what I was doing.
The last head is severed and with a flaming fork passing through the scaled flesh. Cauterizing effect happens. It burns as it sizzles. There's 8 thrashing stumps for about 10 seconds go on, and the body, like just nervous systems taken over for this thing, and eventually just crumples to the floor. End encounter.
I'm expecting someone to go over and help the Eldori sister.
Yes, I will
If
do
not,
battle
I can-
medicine.
And immediately run over and check on it.
Not that I think that it's not worth using a spell. I just
I can give her a healing potion. I have 5. What would I say the spell it is?
No, I was just gonna do battle medicine because I won't have to do battle medicine on her again today.
Do medicine. Well, besides the bugs, the birds, you guys are in a forest clearing that's consisting of about 100 feet across, and at the center of which sprawls a large nest-like structure of broken underbrush and saplings. You start to smell like rotten flesh or meat, and you see another one of those huge elk creatures inside the twigs and the nest there, completely, like, again, split in half. Its whole center insides are just completely, like, exploded outward and in a gruesome display, and something just ravaged this creature, like, instantly.
Could have done that.
oh.
guys did
She's
some
not
magic?
dead, right?
No, she was dying.
I did some
wounded
battle
too.
medicine on
Yeah.
her to get her conscious right away.
Yeah. Does it look like the wounds were inflicted from the Hydra?
Give me a survival check or nature check.
Maya says that out loud.
Well,
A minute
I was
after.
assuming they were. I was being sarcastic, but I guess maybe it's not a safe assumption.
I would have gotten less than 20 rolling. Like a 19 or an 18. That was survival, not nature, anyway.
I think it was either.
No, it doesn't look like these were bite wounds from the Hydra. It looks like perhaps something exceptionally powerful, like, broke this thing in half. Or Dizzy with a 33, perhaps something emerged from within, like tore its way out.
Like a bug, like a parasite hatching inside situation.
Yeah. You see, actually, as you look closer, but 33 crushes it. You look at how the ribs burst outward. It's you get a little alien chest burster vibe, but on an animal on a much, much larger scale.
I'll share that insight with the group.
It's a bit much, isn't it?
Dina coming to. Oh. Founders of Brackenhold.
Just like kicks the hybrid heads. It's like
You're not coming through.
Willow kicks one of the Hydra heads and is like, so, does this count as 1 point or half a point?
Dina kind of smiles as she kind of like stands up. Sure, you're very thankful that we were here to save your day, right?
So a half point.
It was all yours. Please, claim it for your own. You certainly deserve it. Me and my sister, we were confident for Hydra, but this thing was bigger and nastier than any we have faced down to Hydra before. And this thing was much nastier.
Everything here is
It was.
bigger and nastier.
That's true.
And to be fair, fighting something that's got more heads than you got hands is it's a tall order.
Their plan is to cut all the heads off ASAP and then try to cauterize them as they go. But they couldn't fucking land a strike on this thing. 0 for 9. 0 for 12? 9, at least 0 for 9. And they're no slouch. I mean, they have plus 18 to hit on their first fucking thing.
What's more than me?
Well,
Yeah.
it's more
they
than,
don't
more than me.
They're level 7 preachers, basically, so not characters. But anyways, I think our hunt is going to end here. My sister, I think we're done. We're gonna head back to the raft or barge.
I'll give credit where credit's due. It was wounded when we did show up.
We'd only managed to cut off one of its heads and secure a burn on it. We cut off another, and it turned into 2 more. I mean, we landed many strikes on its body, but we just couldn't keep up.
Lily's just gonna like smile and like hold up her little flaming fork.
Do you see all kinds of like scorch marks on the ground where like alchemist fire possibly like missed its mark, and blows that were aimed for the head ended up like this carving like deep into the body or like along its neck. And you feel like if they get a good jump on a Hydra with their slashing weapons and twirling blades, like, and they can sever 3-4 heads quickly. Hydra starts with 5. Fortunately, the fate was not with the Aldori sisters this day.
It's a little different than fighting for sport. Huh.
Julia kind of turns to you. Are we going to get a rematch on that, by the way, my good lord, my king?
It was offered.
We were told no.
I'll just laugh and, like pat her on the shoulder and say, I sure hope not. I'm glad you didn't accept the rematch before, because you guys kicked my ass the first time. I fight better with my friends.
You've grown much, my lord. I think something that the circumstances may be different next time. You and my sisters will wait for the end of the hunt on the bench.
Sora, what the heck? The fuck is your problem?
Zora she hops on her bed and she'll like start stirring up like pillows, like digging a nest for herself, like this. And then pour in a juice cup.
There's nothing in it, thankfully. It's empty.
It's mostly empty.
Oh,
But
maybe that had something in it. Shit.
Yeah, the water all dumped out the back. Knocked over 2 cups, and anyway, yeah, she dug a pillow and threw it onto my nightstand and knocked over. Anyway,
Zora is a princess, and she can do whatever she wants.
she's a princess, and she's spoiled fucking rotten. You know how much she costs in food every week? She gets cooked food. You could look at her food and be like, damn, I'd make a burrito out of that. It just has no seasoning.
Yeah, that's spoiled.
They're spoiled.
Twice a week, she gets cooked a sweet potato, 3 pounds of ground turkey, 4 carrots, and 2 cups of spinach, 3 cups of spinach or so, and about a cup or two of brown rice. It all goes into a big old thing, and we basically cook our own dog food. And you look at it, I look at it, I'm like, fuck, that looks good. Like, I would eat that. And you can. I mean, it's just turkey, carrots, sweet potato, and spinach, rice.
Yeah, I had a cousin that used to do that. She made her own dog food with ingredients she got from a farm that she volunteered at.
It take it for what it's worth or whatever, but she's a boxer. She's very high energy, and when we started making her food, she's always had high energy, but like 4 or 5 years old, and she barely started to slow down a little bit. I got more lazy. Not slow down, just got lazy. We started cooking her food, and I swear it's like she's like a year old again.
She's a little pain in the ass. That's what she is now.
So excited for food. So much high energy again, and she hasn't dropped. I mean, she's 7 years old now, and you couldn't tell that.
Oh no, she looks and acts really young, for sure.
Oh, God, I'm struggling to open this.
Anyways, Hydra. The Eldori sisters cede the kill completely to you guys, and they say that they're going to head back to the barge and wait for the end of the hunt.
I respect your decision. You should be safe there.
Well, I fucking hope so. Unless something like, is also living in the water.
Well,
Yeah, don't go near the water.
There
What do you mean,
was
the barge is in the
something. We think there's a creature in the water, but it should be quite upstream.
Oh, the Kruth. Yeah, the hunters were quite sure. They tracked... That's the only creature they tracked a little bit, little inside knowledge. When they first got here, that's what they were looking for. And they followed it quite a bit upriver, past the creek entrance into the Gundren.
Yeah, we were able to track it up that river as well. It's nothing but corpses and spoils.
We found this too. Thought it might be of possible interest if you're going to continue hunting. Doesn't look like it belongs to any creature that we recognize from this area. And she hands you a thick, like, tuft or clump of, like, white fur.
I can't place this creature. It looks like maybe wolf?
Could be.
Probably busy treating wounds while everyone is yapping.
I'm sure it's not the Howl of the North.
It's a yeti. Looks like Oak is looking at it.
Yep.
Oak, this is definitely probably wolf fur.
Huh. I did not think I was going to be right.
White clump of it, and there's a weight to it. Like this creature is like meant to endure cold temperatures.
Okay, it's not Arctic wolf.
Probably.
It's not cold here.
He feels that this fur comes from a wolf that should be in somewhere very, very cold.
Would I have encountered such a wolf before anywheres?
The kingdom may have encountered such a creature once before.
Howl of the North!
Oh yeah.
Oh, I do appreciate all of your help. Hydra included.
You guys absolutely have run into an Arctic wolf or something like that and his pack that dwelled just outside of your capital. They took the
Yeah.
moniker Howl of the Northern Wind, and they were a wolf that was
She
out
was
of
technically a
place.
she was technically a warg.
Technically a warg.
Sorry, I'm back now. I had to. It was a big mess.
You are certain this is what's called winter wolf fur.
And you think that this creature is still around here, yeah? It would definitely be an out-of-place predator.
The sisters have left at this point. Head back to the
Oh, okay, yeah,
park.
never mind.
But yeah, they said everything they could. I mean, Oak knows more. You guys know more about this creature than they do.
Right. Well, I think we should probably get to it then, if we are to beat the hunters to the quarry which we chose.
Well, as 9 o'clock is almost here, why don't we take our little 5-minute break?
Section's over. Anybody wants to discuss anything?
BRB then.
If anybody wants to discuss anything, have any questions, feel free to hit us up in the chat. I'm always here to answer.
You have some healing to take. Slightly up.
You guys have taken a Hydra's head. The Eldori sisters have gone back to the barge. You have one creature in the bag. Where do you go from here?
Do we need like some kind of proof? We killed
The head.
Kingmaker?
Yeah, I assume you guys just took the head of one of them. You severed many of them. The stumps didn't regrow, but there's plenty of severed, decapitated hide heads laying around.
I guess I can just bring us then to the north.
You guys get back on the trail, going north on your normal direction, and Dizzy, once again, your instincts, as you've seen it before, you look to the east, confirming, it's several hundred feet, it's quite a ways, but you can see large, lumbering, four-limbed creatures with huge antlers way out in the distance in the low flowing, the grasslands over there.
And then the bears are like here somewhere, right?
Right up here, kind of like amongst this ridge here.
Hmm.
And so, sure enough, as you kind of like lead the group into the tree line there, maybe to get some cover and look in, you can hear the bears. It's almost like there's about a half a dozen of them circling a corpse, unsure of what to do with it. Like the bears know almost. No nature check. Like the bears know there's something wrong with the corpse.
Can we get any sort of sense of what it is from where we're at? What it's a corpse of, or like what's weird about it?
It's a bear corpse.
Oh. Well, I don't really want to get too close to that.
I do.
The bears seem, as I described before, they seem very aggressive with each other, and they've all like taken into this pattern of like not approaching the other massive bear corpse, and they're all kind of like slowly circling it or slumbering around it.
Careful, Oak. They seem angry. But if you want to go see what's going on, I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah.
I am. We got shit to kill. What are you gonna go?
It is probably this creature.
What if there's another chest burster over there, alright? We need to at least see what the fuck's going on.
See what killed it, I suppose, would not hurt.
And be aware to be prepared.
Can I turn into a snake and sneak in?
Mega snake.
A snake and sneak in. You can
say
turn
there's
into
other
a snake.
bears there?
Yeah, there's about a half a dozen. Yeah, 6, 7 other large, like cave bears, brown bears, like full size grizzlies. And it's even strange seeing the many this close together at this time of year.
Yeah, I'd like to turn into a snake to see if I can get closer to the corpse.
Okay. Yeah, turn into a snake and you slithering in.
Yep.
Mega snake.
You slither in and you get 100 feet away, 75 feet away. One of the big grizzlies kind of like look down at you. You're a 5-foot long snake or so slithering out of the tree line there, and one of the bears actually looks down at you and like scampers away. Like doesn't want to get bit by a poisonous snake type of thing.
Oh, if it's going to be that easy.
And you get closer and slither within 10, 20 feet of the corpse. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for any kind of wounds, any kind of open wounds or like discoloration.
Give me a nature check. See, 22. Its tongue is discolored. It's like this greenish purple color. Its teeth are, bears' teeth. They eat a lot of, like dead meat as it is, and they don't. But you notice that there's like a purplish, like there's a weird colored like flesh or matter inside of its mouth and its jaws. Something that you don't really recognize. Like you've seen dead wolves, dead bears plenty of times, and there's almost almost like a disease in its mouth.
And there's no other open wounds or anything like that?
No, no wounds or rips. No. It doesn't look like it was attacked by anything.
So it looks like it was probably poisoned by eating something then, maybe.
Very strong plausibility. And as you are about 5 or 10 feet away, your heart like starts to race, your little snake heart, and you feel your primal druidic power just brimming here. And the sheer proximity to this corpse here, for a moment you feel like an energy, like almost like transference. And you spent some spell slots here in this last battle. I think. Richard?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your highest level spell slot, if one is spent, is restored. So the fourth, the third, whatever it is, that one of them is returned to you. As you feel a closeness to another world, another place. And you think for a moment, there is another plane of existence, like the gods' playground before they built Glorian. It is called the First World, where substantial amounts of primal power is drawn from. And as you got close to this creature for a fickle moment, you felt very close to the First World, where you draw some of your power from, being able to cast spells.
Huh.
No one's really close enough to observe, but you slithered in as this 5 foot long, like, garden snake. And you feel it as you go to slither away in another direction. You're now a 15-foot long, like, constrictor python snake. And
Well, that was cool.
some of the bears kind of scatter and move away, and as you move away, they kind of recircle the corpse a little bit.
Okay, well, I will go back to the camp and tell them everything.
A couple 100 feet away, Oak returns and
Everything?
Well, about the discolored bear tongue, how it's probably poisoned, and also look at my 6-pack snake abs,
Those snake abs, though.
I don't. Yeah, they're lovely.
thin veil to the primordial world, though. You said you felt the elemental power through that.
It was like the well of my people's power, like from where we draw our very magical source. That's what it really felt like.
That is a bit concerning, though. I mean, there are dimensions, of course, that are very thin between ours and others that we share, but still, more effort than that should separate us from them.
Well, I guess we got to figure out what killed this bear then.
I'm not really brave enough to. You can't use detect magic through a spyglass, can you?
I don't think so.
No. I know the answers. Well, I suppose whatever we find is going to give us some insight as to what thinned the veil between us and the first world. I'd like to do some research on it after we're done.
Could it be related to all of what's going on around here? The hydras and wyverns and... I mean, maybe it's just attracting them, but...
It definitely is possible. The first world is thinnest or closest to the like the primal plane of like creation, what they call the forge of creation. So I suppose any kind of distortion from there could be bled over from that dimension. It's adjacent to other dimensions, like the positive plane of the positive. Well, I can't remember what word it's really called. The positive energy plane. Is there another name for that?
The first world. Anyone with magical capability or someone give me a religion check.
Oh. I was thinking more arcane, but
Shit. Dizzy.
Dizzy was listening very intently, but I don't think was like following the academic talk on the planes and
Dizzy
stuff.
is very familiar with everything I'm about to say, but those that aren't, Dizzy can relay what of this information that he wants. Roughly, like the first world, as I said, was a playground of creation. It was a rough draft. It is a realm of absolutes in a realm of extremes: bestial, primal, beauty, color, sensation. Everything is so much stronger there, and it's like where the gods and creating beings learn to dial in like a sound profile of what's good, what is too colorful, what's too strong, you know. Well, those rules don't exist in the first world. Many beings, including gnomes, have a very close connection to the first world. And it's ruled by a demigod-like forces known as the Eldest, who kind of mirror what the first world represents. And with Dizzy's 33, Dizzy's able, if he wants, he can tell you who the Eldest are. When the gods basically said, okay, we're done with the first world. We've kind of like learned what we need to learn from our playground. Let's do something. Time for second draft. They abandoned it. Well, and it left a power vacuum, and the most powerful beings that were there filled that vacuum, and those are the eldest. There is Count Renaulk. Shadows, betrayals, or revenge for betrayals is his domains. Imbrex. I'm just gonna give you names. Mog, Magdh. Nig. Here, I'll just copy, actually paste them for you guys. So I
I'm
don't
like,
word them.
I'm not writing this down right
Can you guys highlight that stuff in chat?
now.
Uh, no, but
But Dizzy, the Green Mother, is one of the eldest.
yes. Dizzy, if Maya was like sort of lecturing on the topic, Dizzy probably would have given like as much, maybe like a short explanation of the Green Mother. And I mean, it seems like it could be related to this, right? In some way, because it's like poisonous plants and things like that. So
And with Oaks revealing that something is weirdly close to the first world with the corpse of that bear, the presence of these ginormous butterflies and fauna and insects, something's going on for sure.
It's about fitting that she gives a lecture kind of incomplete because she's just leaving out a lot of the important portions of it. But in short, there's the ethereal plane that kind of encompasses the planes around the material. It gives rise to the elemental planes. It gives rise to the first world, and of course the shadow plane where people go when they pass on.
So with the bears a couple 100 feet north and west of you guys are kind of taking up a little solstice and a little copse of trees here. What's the plan? This creek is very slow moving, by the way, and about 50 feet across, and fluctuates from about 3 to 6 feet deep. Very swimmable. We lost somebody. Mount down. It's okay. It's pump. What are you guys doing?
This is nice and all. Great, super cool lecture. History lesson. Yay! I do want to press that I think that it is important that maybe once we track down the things on the list, that Howl of the North gets etched into our plan if we can, because she's a nasty bitch and she needs to be put down. And we lost sight of her for a while, and so if we have a trail on her.
And a wolf appeared in the territory where she was, and you guys sent adventurers to investigate just the wolf. Yeah. Well, here at this south side of the river, again, what are you guys doing?
I think we should cross over and try and follow the river along the interior of the cliffs. Assuming it seems safe to cross. We can go this way.
A time check, not out of game, in game. It was 4 o'clock in the morning in a 6-hour journey. You guys arrived here at the barge about 10 o'clock. I'd say about an hour and a half to 2 hours have passed. So we'll put us about noon as you guys are heading upriver here. Continuing heading west, Dizzy, you've seen some of this keeping the cliffside kind of to your north. About at this point, as you guys have traveled another several hundred feet, 20 more minutes of, I say 20 minutes, maybe 10 more minutes, slow going through the trees and the cliffs. And everyone give me a perception check. Yeah. Willow and Dizzy, both of you here are high rollers here. Oh, no, Maya. Shit, I didn't scroll down far enough. With critical success. You hear many bears kind of like growl and like roar at almost at the same time. And I'll combine that almost with a kind of like pseudo nature roll. It was a roar not of aggression, of more like fear. Echoing hundreds of feet to the south of you through along the river walls and the river's edge here, cliff walls. Hear something. It sounds like bears roaring in fear.
Try and scare off some sort of predator or aggressor of some sort.
If anything, it was the scattering of the bears.
Oh wow! You guys hear that to the south? The
This is
bears.
absolutely fucking amazing. Love this map.
It's nice. I like the water.
Trees to cliffs. Oh, you're not coming through, baby.
This is giving Almeida Grove.
Almeida Grove vibes. Yep. We're like underground and blended in stone with this. Like it looks like we're above ground.
Well, that's what her actual grove was when we went to the surface. Remember, I actually made that map myself with like the trees and stuff.
Well, this is also an improvised map, but again, as described, as you guys walked along the ridge line to the north, Dizzy, I kind of described it to you before, but full in detail. A steep crevasse cuts into the earth and forms a narrow valley lined with rough stone. The bottom of the ravine lies roughly 20 feet below the cliff tops to the north and south, with the eastern side opening to a steep decline. That's what you guys are coming up right now. A cascading waterfall at the west end is a source of the creek running through the ravine. On the shores, swaths of strange-looking dead plants bear dozens of rotting, withered fruits the size of watermelons. I did my best here. There's some trees. Each of these are dead and rotting trees, not quite as colorful as the scene would depict. And many of them, if not all of them, bear these ginormous vine-attached fruits, huge watermelon things that are just absolutely, undeniably rotting.
Wonder what's frightening the bears. Should we go check it out?
Yeah. So hopefully we don't have to walk through that fruit to get there.
It was coming from the south of you guys, where the bears were. The bears you just passed.
Yeah, not this map. It's back the other way.
Oh. Well, I guess we should go check it out then.
I mean, was there anything that
I
you...
was assuming we were on the top side of the river, but
Yeah, you guys are at the waterfall that you guys could see on the previous map. You guys are at that waterfall.
I guess I'm just
Waterfall map. I feel like I did pretty good here, right?
Yeah, looks
Do I
good.
see
Yeah.
any tracks or anything around? Like fresh tracks?
Give me survival. Nah.
Wait. I rerolled it.
There's quite a few bit of tracks. A lot of small wildlife. You know, squirrels, rabbits, wolves. You find some big imprints of like those megalosauruses, like super elks. Um, even a few bear prints along the river. But not really many are approaching and eating the fruit that you can see. It looks like it's more like they're coming to the creek for a water source.
Is it? Can I see anything like the?
You had to turn down the
Oh,
creek. Yeah, the water effects. Hold on here. Let me fix these two. Is that the music?
It's environment.
Environment. Okay. All right. Sorry, Dizzy. What's up?
like the giant watermelons seem unnatural, right? Or like out of place, sort of.
You were looking from the water before. Give me another nature check now that you are on Morty and looking at these plants bearing the fruit. 22? 22! On the dot. Um, the plants in the fruit seem unnatural altogether. Anything that they shouldn't belong. That this is an unnatural plant.
Yeah, I guess I would be trying to find either like a source of what could be causing them or like investigating a way to like purge them.
It's not from here. You think the creature you're looking for eats this? Or he grows it? Maya is completely perplexed.
I think it could.
What color is the fruit?
Greenish
Is it
and
named?
purple, twisting, kind of just like the bear's tongue oak that you remember seeing.
That would be why I was asking.
Purplish and green.
Yeah, maybe don't get too close to it, Diz. I'm
Is
wondering
it,
if that's where them parasites are hiding.
does it radiate magic?
Does anyone have first world lore?
I don't have lore.
I don't
Listen,
believe I do.
Let Dizzy have it.
I got academia.
Well, Dizzy, I'm giving it to you.
It's fair. He's a gnome after all.
And he has the green mother as his.
Oh yeah, double down.
You
Yes,
can
I
check
have
the
first world lore.
Oh God, where'd you get that? I'm not a good friend.
Not good at it though, apparently.
you're an expert too.
Well, it's a failure, not critical. Okay, so, um,
In working with him in academia, could I use my hero point to help him in conversation? Work through something?
give me an academia lore. I like that too.
I mean, I would like to give him my hero point, but I'll roll to see if that can make that happen.
Easy reroll hero point then. I mean, either way.
I keep pushing that button. Let roll.
It's fine. That's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Was it like 29 or 30 or something?
7. You can absolutely confirm. I'm just going to read. I've said some of this already, but you can confirm that the plants are completely alien and probably magical in nature. Likely vegetation that has been influenced or possibly transplanted from the first world. But these plants here are far too decayed to be much use in determining which is which. But with the 28, there's another element here, more than the first world. The first world brought these plants here, but something is corrupting them. Something is tainting them. And with Maya's magical little insight, it's like demonic or abyssal or like almost like two planes colliding in terms of like vegetation.
Maybe this creature is from a plane that's corrupting these devices or this vegetation. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that seems very likely.
So the creature.
How could we track down a devilish extraplanar creature?
Here, devil, 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 devil.
Oh my god, is it the big bug thing that escaped from the cave?
Sure, it's not connected at all.
I'm sure, yeah. 100%. That thing was only a devil.
And also a bug, and definitely haven't seen parasite bugs
I'm
anywhere.
sure it's not connected at all. But should probably put that on the list.
I've got I don't know how well a spyglass would actually help, but
I could give you the ability to fly, and if you want to try and get like a literally bird's eye view.
I have a
I mean, I won't use this
spyglass. I just think the trees would block a lot of that without, yeah.
I mean, I figure you fly up and look with your spyglass from altitude.
Or someone that's better at looking at things can fly up and use my spyglass. Spot things at altitude.
Who's good at looking at things?
I have a really good spyglass.
I fucking love this.
Oh.
I don't know why I like it so much. It's just, it's how big it is. It's the trees. It's all of it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's better, way better than my spyglass.
I guess, am I the most perceptive? I guess I might be.
I have a 15 unless I'm like seeking something specific, and then I use my keen, which gives me 17, and then the spyglass gives me 18.
I guess we're the same then. If you're seeking something specific, you're better than me. Which, are we seeking something specific?
I don't know. I'm just answering your question. Listen, you take Morty and you go on up, and if you want to borrow my spyglass, you can. I will pass it over to you.
As good as an idea as any. I think we...
Standing here. Give me a survival check.
Wait, where? It's so weird. How do I do this?
There should be like a checkbox. It's an X, and then you click it.
What? Checkbox. Accept offer, but I don't think I was able to give you anything.
You just put it in party treasure, I guess.
Did you get it?
Or
'Cause I don't have it
no,
anymore.
maybe not.
I don't have it
You
anymore.
don't have it anymore?
No.
I do have it. Yeah.
Okay.
31. You're
Huzzah.
standing, talking amongst the others. You see, like 50, 60 feet away, another tree across the little creek here. Up about 15 feet, you notice a series of like strange gouges in the tree trunk. And it's like someone threw a dagger or a hatchet at this thing like several times over. And sure enough, I mean, it's just right across this little bridge. It's not far. You can see that this tree here, in the last couple weeks, you can see the way the sap is coming out of it. Someone threw some sort of bladed weapon into this tree several times over. Like, and then little circling of the area, you find several booted footprints.
Is it the same boots from earlier?
It looks
I
like
can't
it.
really tell.
Same style, but more of them. The tree seems to have like protected it from the weather and the rain and whatever, even seeing it here, you see very small remains of even like a campsite. A fire was burnt here weeks ago. It's all like grass is kind of like burnt and killed in like a 2-3 foot area. There's no more logs. It was burnt down to embers, which have long been blown away or been, the weather has taken it. And you see little roots of new grass just starting to grow in its place. Something was burned here. You can see tiny remnants of an old fire. And more than one set of boot prints. Like 6, 7, 8 people were here. I mean, less than a month ago.
I'm falling asleep in my chair, guys. I'm so sorry.
You're all good. We're almost done. If you need to bow out, we'll fill you in. We're just about done.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I'm not gonna
will-
get into too much more.
I'll stick around. Fuck it.
No, I think we're done. I mean,
The bears.
and we can be done.
Tom.
Alright, well
Tom,
then, yeah, fill me in.
Disease.
I don't want to fall asleep.
Yeah, the Benadryl's gonna do it.
I mean, Benadryl don't fuck around.
It don't.
No, I don't fuck around, so. Alright, thanks guys. I'm sorry. I will catch you guys Thursday?
As far as I
Maybe.
know. We'll see. We'll try.
I know.
Alright.
Sounds
I'll
good.
see you
That's
guys.
good.
Night.
Good game, everybody.
Feel better.
Several axes and boot prints.
See you, dudes.
Around it. Oh, are we just bowing out right now?
Oh,
I'll wait.
Um,
I'm just thinking, but I'm good to not do anything until next week.
yeah, I don't care.
yeah, it's kind of weird. We got the footprints and stuff, and then we were thinking it's like more of a creature or a demonic creature, but
I don't
The-
know. I was just
one-
asking
one
because I was
thing-
gonna rate us.
odd.
Yeah. We could switch over. But I'm wondering if like this is a group of people and they like did a ritual and like summoned a demon type thing.
Maybe people suck.
But I don't know what that would have to do with like axe marks in the trees. Otherwise,
I
it
don't
could have
know.
just been like they were camping here and they got scared off by the big bug flying at them that we unleashed upon this world.
The marks in a tree, you assume are more likely someone just boarded camp and took to the tree as target practice or as they sat around or
Yeah. Okay.
more evidence that multiple people spent time here.
I mean, if it's
This-
thin between here and the first world, it might be thin between here and the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
but we're talking astral plane if you want to go into demons and devils.
Are you rating us here, Ben?
I am. So thank you so much to anybody who joined us tonight. Sorry it was a short game. But we will catch you next Sunday, hopefully. So, and if you need to catch up, we do have YouTube. Check it out.
Check it out.
And we will be rating Revenge of Divinity.
Yeah. You will be rating?
Revenge.
Oh, Revenge. Okay.
I was watching him earlier today play.
Yes, he was playing with his wife earlier.
Oh,
She's
I see
super
they're
sweet.
playing. Oh, they're playing Kingmaker now.
I
I do love this group. Loretta is a hoot.
Oh, and then Ray now is like, why didn't we go? There it is. Yep, she is the queen of the realm. And of course, Willow adores her because she has the same southern sass.
Did I not get rated?
It is a
Rated?
hoot.
I don't know.
I did. Yep.
We're all still on the same screen?
I made it.
Oh.
I have one question.